So, welcome to the Twilight of the Engage, which is my gaming and hobby podcast, I guess you could call it. I don't really have an intro. This is my first time doing an intro because I realized I didn't have one, so I just put this in here. Now, remember, I'm still trying to figure this out. It's going to take me a little bit before I figure things out. So, if you want to know how this works, I usually, from time to time, when I live stream, I do a live stream podcast. And all I do is cut out that section from the the live stream, and I upload it as a standalone podcast. So that's how this works. So there's no set date when I do these, but if you ever want to catch my live stream, I usually live stream every Wednesday between 11 and 4. And now with that being said, let's go ahead and get on to the podcast. The good news is though, if things are going right, the part I've been waiting on, which I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm gonna let y'all know live. Well, maybe not live, maybe not on here, but I will be letting you know when my part finally gets here. I'll finally be able to update this stream finally.
What that take?
So when I looked it up today, because first it said it wasn't going to be till May. Mm-hmm. Now it's saying it's going to be literally next week.
Okay.
So I might be. Well, I mean, I am going to be streaming next week. I stream every Wednesday on the dot without fail. So again, you may have a unique situation like this, like where I had to leave real quick to go deal with something. But outside of that, every Wednesday I will be streaming bare minimum between 11 to 4 Pacific time if you want to catch me for sure. At least you will see me doing that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm missing a part. Oh, no. It's already on there. Okay. Whew. I was worried about that. I'm like, dang, I'm already missing parts. No, I'm good. All right. This one goes. Yes, this one goes here.
That's a torso?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much. As I'm sure you could tell when I'm building. I don't know if you can see the torso, but if you can't, I bet you know exactly what I'm building. I bet you know exactly which one I'm building. I'm actually just giving you a chance to guess, but
I have no idea.
All right, well then you're just gonna have to wait, like everybody else. But we were actually having an interesting conversation off when I was out, and that's why we decided to bring it in because we were talking about memberships. Mm-hmm. And if we were to have one, because I know, like, I'm like, this is a good one to have a conversation about because that's something I have addressed it before. Because if you don't know, I do have a Discord, which it's not really a membership thing. But the thing about Discord right now, at least when it comes to mine, number one, somebody was supposed to come on and help me test it first. Don't know where that person's been at.
That person.
Either way, though, So because of that, because of what's happening about, they're talking about doing the ID thing. Like I just been kind of waiting on the news before I release it because I don't want to just put it up and then once I put it up, they do some things where I don't want to support it. So because that's the thing, if I do a Discord, which I'm still thinking about doing because it's pretty much already up. Like I said, we just got to do some testing on it to make sure everything works. But I don't really want to start it just to close it. That would just be a waste. Right. But the one thing we were talking about though is when it comes to memberships, and that's one thing what I was saying was, if I ever get to the point, which it's not going to be anytime soon, but if I ever get to the point of doing memberships, I want to make sure that it's worth it. Like I don't want people to just go to membership and just see the same crap. Like if you're going to get a membership, if I was to do it, I want to make sure that it's really something special that I feel the community, especially the community here, or at least my community, would actually enjoy.
Right.
And that's something that's very important. Because especially if I'm going to ask for people to spend their hard-earned money to support, I want to make
Uh-huh.
sure that, you really like what you see.
Right.
And that's very important. That's something I did want to make sure to say. I mean, again, I'm a long ways away from that. But if I was to ever get to that point where I feel confident enough and I have a big enough audience where I could do it and enough people want to support, then I want to make sure that once we do it, it's going to be something that y'all would actually like and be entertained with.
Right.
Now, what that is, I'm not sure. That's the hard part, And again, we're thinking about we're talking like in the future. It may never happen. It might happen.
Right.
But that's the thing, because I know I look at some people and it also depends on the content that you want. Like I know that what you were saying before,
Mhm.
that like for you to want to be part of a membership, it needs to kind of like offer you something that you can use.
Yeah. So what I was saying, this is just an example. Like being a developer, for instance, you can find like let's say some type of quick tutorial how to build something on YouTube, on a certain component let's say like an image gallery. I go on YouTube, find some simple image gallery and how to build it. But let's say the content creator is like, okay, um, if you want to know more, and if you want to add more things to implement to this image gallery, like a video gallery, they can have like some type of dashboard to upload and download videos and so forth and so forth. Come join my membership. To me, I think that would be valuable because like that's good job on the chorus, by the way.
Mhm.
Um, that's worth it to me because I could take that and I could apply it to real world applications. That's something I could use for future clientele.
Yeah.
You know, to me that's like something that's worth me paying for a monthly subscription. That's one example,
Yeah.
right?
And that's one point I was trying to make is it really depends on basically what you're trying to do, like what your goal is. Like for me, there's some old YouTubers back in the day that because YouTube changed the terms, a lot of their content they can't show on YouTube. I forgot the name, but there's this one YouTube channel I used to watch, and they were very funny, but they had to censor a lot of content because of the YouTube rules. But I would actually, if I could, I would actually go ahead and pay for the membership and support because I enjoy their content. I know a lot of their comedy is being paywalled, and if I want like the full real content, I would definitely spend the money to support and watch that because one is supporting the people because if I like you as a content creator, I do want to give you support. So here's a really great example, and there's an old YouTube channel. I want to say it's one of the first Gundam YouTube channels I remember seeing back in the day. Like it was one of the first ones, and that they're not around anymore. I looked them up. Well, no, I think they are. I think they're on a different platform now, but I haven't watched them in forever. But they did like a lot of cool things. One of the things that they did was they didn't really like how the Freedom Gunner was built. So they just went ahead and built their own and make their improvements. I'm like, man, that was pretty tight. But they went
Right.
away and it's like, man, I feel like they left before they really got a chance to really reach their peak. And I would have loved to them have a membership and me pay for it because I want to support. I would want to support that creator so they can continue to keep doing content.
Right.
Yeah. And by the way, we're not having this conversation to be like, oh, make sure you support me. There's no membership here. This is just a conversation we're having. So I just want to make sure so you're not like we're not here. I'm not here trying to sell it. When I'm ready to do it, I'll do it. That's not the point of this conversation, though. We're just having a genuine conversation, so there's no confusion. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I say you're right about that. Like I said, there's, it depends what, of course, everyone has different taste and value and kind of what they will pay for. Um, like for instance, I follow some game channels
Mm-hmm.
and like I said they have memberships, but if you become members, like they not only so like they have the memberships for like you could be friends with them,
Yep.
right? Huh?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and you could play with them online, and they do things like they might play like like for instance I would say like Mario Kart Wii, uh, Kart Wii company. I mean they have thousands of other levels that's modded, right?
Yeah.
That people created over the years that I ain't been out since probably in middle school.
Yep.
Or high school, and um, so you so they'll give you access to those modded levels, and and you can play with them on modded levels and things like that.
Yeah.
It's like and like I said, the content creator, they're cool too, cool personality. And so I was like, okay, that's something I think I'll pay for if, for for that type of content. It depends, but so things like that, where the content creator as like it's just not you just come play with me on the game. No, it's just like no, you get to play all these modded levels and I have access to that, and
Yeah.
I got a server myself and we can play things like that. So a server is not cheap. Or like I said, or you just probably with making custom Gundam designs. I think that's cool.
Well, I mean, that's not really what the channel was, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying, if you ever one day if you had all some types of extra parts,
Mm.
and then I can make custom Gundams. I'm just throwing, I'm just saying something, but
Yeah, fair enough.
so yeah, but that's when it comes to that. One thing I do hate about a lot of channels that do have the membership
Yep.
is that a lot of them they're not consistent with their members in
Yeah.
posting.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, and I have a I have a huge disdain for that because you're at now you're paying that content creator for service, and you can't upload. You're uploading like what? Oh, it depends what you do as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would say. Sorry, I just want to cut it. I would say I agree. But I also understand if it's just a thing of like, even if you don't, as long as you're still doing your regular content and this is another way to support, depending on how much I'm a fan of you, then I don't mind.
Mhm.
Like I have an issue when I'm doing this and you're not doing anything. That's when I'm like, okay, no, because sometimes it's just as simple as like, who knows what's going on in your real life, whatever. And I just want to support you so you're motivated to keep creating, and that's just kind of way I would do it. So sometimes because I don't put them on the level of like if it was more like a Netflix or something, I would feel a lot more hostile.
Right.
That's just how I feel because I don't look at the content the same way. Like I don't look at like yeah, I will say I kind of put different content or different content creations in like different lanes. Like I don't expect super professional most times from YouTubers. It's nice, or even from streamers. It'd be nice to have, but unless you're like the bigger streamers, I don't really put you in that lane. So I will I will accept a lot more. As long as you're putting things out, I will accept a lot more in that sense than I will from like if you're like a celebrity or a television star or like something like that. I don't give as much leeway.
I like for me,
Especially because, and I'll let me add this last thing in, and I'll let you go. Especially because a lot of y'all are just one man teams. So if you're just a one man or one woman team, I get it. I mean, heck, what I'm doing right now, even though it doesn't seem like much, people will be surprised how much it takes to get even when I'm going, how I have it. And it took a lot of time, which B knows. But yeah, go ahead, man.
It just depends. Like, for instance, what you're actually doing, I think that is membership quality, right? Just by the amount you put into the setup and you and the people is with you through the whole process of building a Gundam figure. You don't have to do that, but you're doing it. You
Oh man, you
know.
about to make me cry.
You
My heart was
know.
this small, and you made my heart just that much bigger.
Hey man, hey, we all need it, especially during this time, during this day and age. True, but see, I think that's because, like I said, this is behind the scenes. You can easily just put out a 2 minute video. I built this custom Gundam and showcast it and
Hey,
voila.
hey, do not disrespect my shorts.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that's all you could have done. But you're going the extra mile to show the whole process of what you have to do to build this. You know, I think that's worthy of of membership. Also, because of the time process into building such a thing, if you release a video once or twice a month, it actually makes sense, right? Because of the money it takes to get these figures, the time, and the amount of hours to actually build it. It makes perfect sense a video like that yeah, for you to release a video once a month or twice a month.
Yeah.
But for people who are have membership and all they're doing is commentary and they still cannot upload something in the month, nah.
Yeah, that's where I sit there and say, like, I mean, if you're inconsistent with it, like if you're still putting out regular content and
Mhm.
it's a membership, then yeah, I may let it slide because again, I'm just trying to support. But yeah, if you're just totally inconsistent, you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, and there's a point where it's like, nah.
For
Now I'm
instance, we
just
talk
wasting my money. You just getting no.
exactly.
Like I always say, like to me, I like to say we have an agreement. You
Mm.
support, and through your support, I could give you more content. I could give you more things to watch. I can improve what I could give you. So that's one thing I like. I can't do much, but I try to make it worth as much as possible. And that's what I care about. Hold on.
Mhm.
I'm about to break my cable. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So that's the thing that really matters. It's like it just. All right, go ahead. I ain't gonna lie, I lost my train of thought, so you can go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. And I said, man, I was gonna bring up the we was talking about like people who, uh, let's say, YouTube creators have a membership to say if they, for if you want their raw opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is just commentary, by the way. Let's stay on commentary. To me, like I said, if I'm paying whatever, let's say $5 a month
Mm-hmm.
for raw commentary, and we're just talking about commentary. Now, this person they constantly make commentary videos throughout the week, right? Let's say they upload 3 videos a week with this commentary.
Yeah.
You I mean, I can't even get one video of raw commentary per month consistently.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'll try to see where you're going with that, but yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah. And, like I said, a lot of people, they're starting, they don't have, they just have their voice.
Yeah. I do want to say this
Mhm.
that understand like I mean I don't know if you feel the same way, but I do want to mention that 'cause I'm glad you said that about when you're starting out. When you're starting out, I don't I'm definitely I really don't care. because
Oh
I
yeah.
understand. Like this is the one thing. If there's one sort of advice, which I even told you this. This is advice I gave you. You know, when you're small, people are going to be forgiving.
Right.
So you got to use that time of forgiveness to figure things out and build yourself up. But that's why I tell people when you first start a channel, don't worry about, it, don't think too hard. Just start because everybody knows that you're starting, and everybody's gonna forgive you. Like people are forgiving with that because they understand you don't have an audience, you don't have no money, you don't have a budget. Even if you have a budget, what will you become? Like give it time. Don't rush through it. But yeah, my fault. I'm not trying to make this a lesson, but yeah, I just want
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
sure to mention that.
Yeah.
I mean, the big thing I was just trying to say is that, yeah, I don't have that same expectation if you're starting. Is what I was just trying to
Well,
say.
another thing, some people's reasons to make a membership is that what I dislike is they use it because they got into some type of financial trouble or something like that.
Again,
And,
it depends. It depends on what it is.
well, no, I get it.
Yeah, it
It's
depends.
just it's just how they usually explain it.
That's why I
And
say it depends. Like
yeah,
sometimes it's like depending on how you see it, say it could be full of crap. Other times, like for example, like what's like oh I'm sick, or I gotta fight a case. It depends on what it is, and you're right, and how you present it. I agree with that.
wait, you just said about that part?
I said it depends on what it is and how you present it. I do agree with that. The way you present it does matter, but it depends on what it is. It really does. Sometimes again, it depends on who you are. Some people like they're just upfront with it, and I'm like, I like what you're doing. I'll support because you're real about it. You're upfront. You ain't BSing me. I trust what you're gonna do. Cool. Other people, it's kind of like, okay, this situation popped up. I understand you need some help. You may got money, but this, people don't think about adult things like taxes and bills, and these are things that, especially when you're younger, you don't consider. So, all right, that makes sense. But you're right. It depends on what it is and how you present it.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
sometimes, if you're lucky, you can get away with it in a BS way. I mean, remember back in the day that one website where like all you had to do was pay $1 and you could and you could buy pixels on a website and you could just put whatever you want on there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Which again, that was BS. But again, sometimes you get lucky like that.
yeah,
Like I said, it just depends. It all just depends.
yeah, pretty much. Uh, I prefer, like you just said, I just prefer to just come out the truth, come with the truth. If you can help me with some donations, fine. But
Mm.
they said, oh, I will create a membership. The whole purpose of creating a membership was for them to, get out financial situation, and they don't do nothing with that membership.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, nah, bro.
Well, I mean, I think you made a good point on the commentary thing, where it's like, how can you sit there and tell me that like you just do commentary, you do it 3 times a week, or even like 3 times a month, or whatever, and you can't give me one video on a
Right,
membership at least once a month,
right,
or I should even say once a week. You should, unless there's something really going on behind the scenes, you should be able to
right.
pull out one. Like if you have a membership, you should be able to pull out at least one video a week.
Oh, I highly agree.
Yeah, bare minimum.
I'll be real bare minimum when I said a month, but
Yeah.
no, it'll be weekly. But
Yeah, I mean, I could say this for me. I know for a fact, unless something's going on in the background, I know for a fact that if I had a membership, I could bare minimum pull out at least one video a week for sure.
right,
No issues. Even now, because I be inconsistent on this channel because there's crap going on. Which again, we will not talk about it, but there's crap going on.
mm,
And I'm inconsistent
yeah,
on here, but a lot of it's not by choice. Like honestly, this live stream is probably, I mean, in a while, it's been probably the most consistent I've been able to do.
right,
But yeah, but and again, there's a lot of things that go on in my private life that I can't talk about on here.
yeah.
That keeps me away from this channel. You know,
of course. But like I said, we can still see some type of consistency. Even if something happened, you come and you at least explain what happens, right?
Oh, well, you actually watched my video. I didn't think you care that much. Now my heart went from here to here.
Hey, man, as long as you don't give me that creepy grin smile. Then I'm gonna be like, yeah.
I just want to say that these one of the most annoying part about building these Gundams are stickers.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just spent this whole entire time I'm talking. I'm just spending all this time just trying to get the sticker on this freaking helmet. It's driving me nuts.
Do you end up gluing the stickers on, or you just put the
Nope, they're
stickers?
stickers. Like,
Well, I know.
so, go
I
ahead,
was
go
like,
ahead,
do
go
you
ahead.
put like extra glue on it
No,
so that?
no. I do it outside the box because the one thing about when I do my builds, and again, one day because I've done it before. I've done custom builds, which I may showcase them one day. But the one thing I try to do is I try to do these builds exactly outside the box so people know what they're getting. Because I know there's like a lot of other Gundam YouTubers that do builds and they'll go out and they'll actually like do panel lighting and like they'll do like they'll paint it and do improvements. I'm like, I don't want to do that because I want people to see what you're gonna get out the box.
Right.
You know, again, there's nothing against what they're doing. I actually think a lot of these other Gundam YouTubers, they do an amazing job. Like the way they paint everything is great. So this is not like a knock, like they're doing a bad thing or but it's just to me like I want to make sure at least when it comes to builds, even my shorts, that you know exactly what you're getting. You know.
Right.
And that's all like that's just how I wanted to do things because I mean again I don't want people to have the wrong expectation like I like because there's a lot of times like I'll look at videos and they'll do pound line and again this is not a knock like I love what they're doing this is not a bad thing that they're doing but sometimes like especially when I was younger I would get the kid I'm like well it doesn't look the same and it's not like they don't say it either. I also want to mention that it's not like they don't say it, but to me, I just want to make sure that you know when you look at my bills, whatever, like you're getting it right outside the box. But also, I also say this: I'm also not the most expert builder either. you know,
Yeah.
I'm not. I want to put myself on like the most professional level. But
Right.
that's just kind of like what I want to do. I just want to make sure that when you see my builds and when it's done, you know exactly what you're getting.
Right. Right.
I'm not knocking how anybody else does it because I am a fan of their content. So
Mhm.
this is just what I personally choose to do. And don't get it twisted. One day when I have the chance, when I have the time, I do plan on one day doing like a stream where I actually try to paint and customize a Gundam. So that is going to be in the very far future. Maybe not in the far future, but when my subscribers numbers ever come up, I'll probably do a stream like that where I actually paint because I've done it before.
Right.
I painted some of my model kits before, which again I'm not really good at it.
Right.
I still gotta learn.
Right.
But it was fun. I'm kind of torn. I have this Gundam X kit bash that I've done, and I already did videos on it, but it wasn't completed. I just kind of got it completed, but it's not specifically done yet.
Yeah.
So once I get that done, I may show it off.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I'm not against that content at all. It's just that's just what I personally what I like to do. I love building high grades, man. Because everybody keeps voting me to freaking build real grades. Again, I love real grades. Real grades are some of my favorite kits, but
Uh,
they take forever. It is nice sometimes to go back to high grades.
thank you. I forgot to say. Damn, I gotta go find it.
Mhm.
There's like this 8 or 9 year old. He destroyed his I think it was the uncle. He
Yep.
just
Go
whole
ahead. Go ahead. Go
uncle.
ahead.
Yeah, he destroyed his whole uncle's gun collection, and I was looking through the comments. It was about like $30,000 worth of
Yeah.
guns. Oh,
Yeah. 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 I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. That was effed up. That was
yeah,
effed up. Yeah. Yeah. This is why. I mean, I'll tell you a story that happened to me, but this is why if you have something like that, you should put a lock on your door.
mm-hmm,
Especially after kids. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
it was this man in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's this dude in Japan. I guess a lot of it was
Well,
like, go ahead.
when me and you, we always talk about our dream houses, right?
Yep.
The reason why when it comes to, like I said, if I have an office or even the bedrooms, that it'll have some type of padlock or something,
Mhm.
have access to the room, just because of the experience I had at a family reunion one time hosting it
Yeah.
at my at the game room. Majority of my games were scratched up. My cousins playing it. By the end of the family reunion, man was gone. We just clean things up, go to the game, and realize most of the games I had was scratched up, ruined. Go to my room, and computer had all type of viruses on it because someone was looking at it.
You mean things they weren't supposed to? Too.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was looking at, but it infested my computer, and I had to reset the whole thing.
Hmm.
So from that day moving forward, I always said in my home, I would never allow certain parts of my homes have access to be accessible.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll be honest. I learned that when I went to a house party and it got shot up. but but yeah, no, I definitely have a similar story. When I
Mhm.
was a kid, and man, I remember this. I shout out to my mom because man, I was so angry. And like I said, I was a kid. I was a little kid at the time. But anyways, but the family came over and watched the fight, right? And everybody wound up leaving.
Yeah.
I come back into my room, and my room was destroyed.
Damn.
Like all my toys were out. Everything was on the floor. All my toys were broken. Not they weren't broken, but they were just it just was a disaster zone.
Right, right,
Because my cousin at the time, without knowing, went into my room and started messing with all my stuff, and it's messed everything up. Like my room was torn. They tore it up. And I
right,
remember I went to my mom because the thing is, if you didn't clean your room, you're getting in trouble.
right,
Man, I wound up going to my mom and crying and stuff. And I'm like, it ain't my fault, and I didn't do this, and because it was because at that point, if my room was like, Mom, I'm gonna get in trouble.
right,
I'm gonna get my butt beat, whatever.
right,
And my mom, luckily at that time, my mom was kind of understanding. She's like, okay, yeah, she's like, which she rarely ever did, but she's like, all right, I'll help you out because yeah, this wasn't your fault. They came in and messed up your room, so I'm gonna help you out this time.
right,
And so she came in there and fixed everything up. We cleaned it up. She helped me. She helped me pick everything up. She helped me fix all the dressers and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, that was one of those times where I'm like, man, that was bad because yeah,
yeah.
everything was just destroyed.
Mhm.
And I was just
Oh,
I was just worried, like I'm gonna get blamed for this. I didn't do
yeah,
it. It ain't my
uh,
fault.
yeah. That's awful, man. See, I just remember one of my little cubs when they were walking out the door to go home. I saw my iPod, yeah, back when iPods were the thing.
Yep.
I saw my iPod sticking out the back pocket of my little cousin.
Oh.
If I did not see that, he was going to walk away and it would have been stolen. I would have no idea who took it.
Hmm.
So Then I'm like, okay. the I learned a very, very valuable lesson that day. Like that growing up, we didn't open up our house much at all.
Yep.
But the fact that the one time we open up the house, the whole family could come over, and, we could, unite. And this is what y'all do with my stuff? Yeah. I'll make sure my house is created in a way where y'all have never had any interactions with anything of importance.
This just said created. Emphasis. Created.
And that's why I'm adamant of having a real nice backyard as well. You know, because that's exactly where everyone's gonna be at most of the time. True. I'll
People
even have
always complain about me. Talk about why you like 2 stories. You know why? Because I tell everybody stay downstairs. That's simple. Don't go upstairs. Stay down there. The heck? Upstairs for me.
Yeah. I live in a 2-story house. I realize when they ask me, they just don't listen.
Oh, I know.
So you got I swear to close off the second floor.
Yep. I've had to help somebody doing it because of what you call it. They were throwing a party. I had to help. Was it a party? Was it a gal? Or was it like a barbie? I forgot. But yeah, I had to help them. No. Okay, I know exactly. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I can't tell that one. You know exactly what it was, but I can't speak on that. Never mind. I can't tell. Okay, yes, okay. I just can't tell it. I just can't tell in that way. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I helped somebody block off the house before,
Mm-hmm.
and to help keep people out. Yeah, and you're right. Some of those people didn't listen, which was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I'll use my bathroom and it make a mess. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. No, I'm glad I don't have. That's why I like having multiple bathrooms. That's why I like that. Because then you got the bathroom for everybody else, and then you have your bathrooms, and nobody touches it.
Mm-hmm. The hell of it's gonna be cold. Oh man. I want to make sure my household is peaceful. Yeah.
That would totally keep happening until you have kids. If you ever decide to have kids, yeah. From what I've been told, yeah, that goes out the window.
I mean, yeah, but at that point, I'm expecting that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I expect when you have invite people that they'll have some type of know how to act some type of way, but that's not the case. So
Yeah.
I gotta make sure that the accessibility and that is only to certain areas.
Yep. That's why I like having 2 stories. You all stay downstairs, and I'll go upstairs. I just realized I keep having this problem. Like I'll be building and nobody can see what I'm doing. My fault. I am building. I'm just a little far away from the desk. I think it's good sport. But speaking of that, since we are on a gaming channel,
Mm-hmm.
I think my idea of buying buying GTA 6 and PS5 might be out of here, man.
Why you say that?
Oh, I guess you didn't hear. They raised the prices of of all the PS5 systems again.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
I I think with how much they're going to be, especially when I want, I'm probably not going to be able to get GTA 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think yeah, I may not be getting a new system this time.
Yeah.
Man, the PS5 Pro is pretty much. There we go. The PS5 Pro, pretty much. If you get the PS5 Pro with everything, this and all that, well, if you round it up, it pretty much comes out to just over $1,000.
1,000.
And that's the one, like, pretty much you kind of want to get if you want to play GTA 6 optimized.
Right.
And with those, I mean, especially if what they're saying is true, they're going to make GTA 6 $100. Oh no, I think I'm pretty much done.
Right.
There's a very interesting thing that people said, which because I guess gaming across the board is down, but there was a really good, interesting point that somebody said that I think I agree with 110%. That
guys.
okay, that basically gaming is now a luxury where it's such a high barrier to entry that it's kind of affordable to game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I was still tripping when the games were what you call it $60. Now they're freaking 80. Well, yeah, they're about $80 now, and they were trying to push it to 100.
So I remember back the 1064 it was like $30.
Yeah, 20, 30. Yeah, and that was to me that was the perfect price.
Exactly.
But now it's so high now that it's not even worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I said, you're not getting a full game no more either.
Yeah, or you're getting games that are like it's not a full game, or they're not completed.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're having all these issues. It's like it's not worth it. I'm sorry. Like it's too I mean, especially now, like people why is the game industry not doing so well? Well, because no, I mean, again, there's other reasons, but I just want to stay on this point. It's because everything's worth a freaking kidney and an arm and a leg.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry. Games used to be for the younger generation of kids and stuff. Now, shoot. Like it's ridiculous how expensive it is.
Right.
Like it's unsustainable.
And like I said, man, none of these games are memorable. They're not really. They don't really hold up like the old games did.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, like what is the last great game that you can remember playing?
Snaps, man.
Yeah, you see, like what is the last great game that you can remember playing that was like, whoa?
Wow, that's a very good question.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't think of, especially not within the last 10 years. I don't think I played a game that was like, this is amazing. Now, mind you, I don't have a PS5, and I know there's a lot of games that came out. Like I think the last game that people said that was really great was like Armored Core, which I still really want to play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think I've heard like I can't think of like a genre defining game that like, oh, that's what it was. I did the last one I've heard people talk about that I can remember. It's probably is here Stellar Blade or Wukong.
Okay, yeah, I heard a lot of accolades for those games.
Yeah, those are the last two I heard. Everybody was just like, whoa.
Yeah, but even still, like I said, it had a little moment, but time moved on. You know, these characters are not memorable. Like I said, they might have like some great game like that, but I kind of look at it as like something like Uncharted or something. You know, it had like a game, a little series, 1, 2, maybe 3. It was amazing, but then you move forward.
Well, no, hold on, no. Uncharted was a legendary series. Even though I haven't beat the last one, Uncharted was a great game, and that definitely, like, I played every single one besides, not every single one, but I played all the main lines. I just got to finish up the last one. But Uncharted 1 and 2, at least for, like, I will admit this. It does show his age. I will admit that, especially 1. But for his time, nah, those games are, that is what Uncharted was exactly what I wanted Indiana Jones to be. And it's not.
Very much.
I don't like Indiana Jones because I don't like that it's first person. I wanted Indiana Jones to be Uncharted.
Exactly.
And I didn't get that. I got the Indiana Jones that they gave me, and I was not interested in that one. Like at all.
Indiana I think any game in that type of genre look for treasure be the Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what all those games are based off of. I mean, even the original Tomb Raider was just Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
All those games are based off of Indiana Jones.
right.
Yet Indiana Jones can't do what these games were based off that series. Like they're not doing what that series was based off of. It
Exactly.
doesn't make any sense.
I've been Tomb Raider in a long time.
Yeah, me either. I haven't played it, but again, I'll be real. I was never the biggest Tomb Raider fan. I was
Real.
never the biggest Tomb Raider fan. I have friends that were. They were really big on Tomb Raider, but I haven't played Tomb Raider in probably now I would say a decade at this point.
Yeah, I think so. I remember playing the first Tomb Raider.
Oh
Uh,
god, it was terrible.
I didn't know where to go.
That's why it was terrible. You got lost. You didn't know where to go.
I was like, what?
That's why I stopped playing it.
I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
That's exactly why I stopped playing
So that was a game. You needed a game guide.
it. Yeah. I had the what you call that, which I think the trilogy on PC.
Okay.
And I never knew where to go. I remember that because I think my mom got it. I think my mom got it from me when I was a kid.
I almost got it, but I didn't end up getting it. We didn't end up getting that game. That's all I can remember. But I do remember that on the PC.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. Oh, speaking of PC gaming and my limited time with it, which I hope to get back into one day. Oh, I remember getting Beast Wars on PC.
How was that experience?
You know how when we talked to one of our friends and they were saying like how he said like the movie that the Beast Wars were featured in, it just kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
It felt like that, just not as bad because at least the characters were still the same. But that game was I'll just be honest, that game was trash. That game was grade A trash.
Yeah.
I played it. I played the first round. I played Maximals and the Predacons. It was terrible. That thing was optimized like crap. It was bad.
That is fun.
It was bad.
Yeah, I thought the hard PC game I ever played was Rayman 1, man.
Oh yeah.
That game was hard. I think it would have been better. I think it would have been if I actually had a controller.
Yeah.
But like I said,
no, it's still hard. I play Rayman on console. It's still hard.
Yeah. But is it worth it on the control that's what kept me away from PC is I hate using the
keyboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
To move and to do everything. But now, let's say PC gaming is a lot better. You can use your controllers now.
Yeah, which I love. By the way, you're right.
Yeah.
Right, I love that now.
You use your controller now. Like I said, graphics better. You have a lot more control.
No, I remember I had to because I like you could use like your PS2 controller. You just had to like because I bought everything.
Okay.
So, but basically, like it was like an entire process where you had to buy it and you had to buy like this thing so you could plug it into this like little like what's called this adapter that you plug into the USB and then you had to set up all the control and make sure everything works right.
Oh god,
it was a process, but I mean, once you got it working, it worked pretty well with most games. But sometimes they will lose, and then as it started getting older, I think I still have that. But yeah, that's exactly what I used to do. because yeah, some of those games were unbearable to play.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. Y'all kids will understand. So those early days of PC was rough.
Hmm. But there were gems, man. The one thing I loved about PC gaming though back then is that you could find like okay, so and I'm glad because now I have a reason to talk about it. I know we did a video on this, but uh, it never came out because, as you already know, which I've already explained to people, basically, my computer wound up having to get reset. Then I got hacked into, so it kind of ruined everything. I mean, now I'm kind of back. Like I'm almost back, and I just want to make sure that everybody's aware. When this part comes in, I will be taking another week off, so you may not see me. I may go ahead and live stream that week, but you probably won't get any uploads. So I'm just letting you know right now. I know you haven't got any uploads this week, but definitely if that comes next week, you will not be seeing me for a week unless except for Wednesday. So I'm just warning y'all right now. But anyways, the the gym, man, the best. Oh man, the gym. Um, what is it? Is Shogo and which called Subterra Core.
Oh shit, I forgot about yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love those. It's particularly Shogo. Shogo is basically a mech Doom. Is what it was.
Right.
And that game was freaking tight. I love Shogo. Don't get me wrong, the graphics were trash. I'm trying not to cuss. The graphics were trash. Shogo, you know what? Hold on. You know what? I'm on live. I could probably look it up. Hold on. Let me see if I could bring it up real quick. Give me one. But yeah, so that game right there, Shogo. Shogo. I played like I said, the graphics in the game definitely is dated. But sorry, I look at the character. I forgot. Character like crap. It was horrible. But the game itself was fun. I definitely liked the story. And the ending was actually pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Nice.
I freaking Shogo. And let me see if it comes up. Oh,
This is
and
on.
by the way, because I am live streaming, if you ever want me to look up something, just let me know.
Oh, okay.
Because this is the stream that I usually react to videos. There it is, Subterra Core. This is the other one. So both of these games, my mom got it for me when I was in Oklahoma. So when I was living in Oklahoma, my mom got me those games,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I freaking love those games. Those are like hidden gems. Shogo's the one I beat. Subterra Core I never got to beat, and I really wish I did.
You still got it?
I think so. I gotta go downstairs and look. If I have it, it's downstairs somewhere.
Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah, no, I had someone because like the thing about Subterra Core, I remember when I played, I'm like, man, I hate the look of those characters. But then when I actually started playing the game, I actually started enjoying the story. And I'm like, oh,
Uh-huh.
this game's a lot better than what I thought. But Shogo, man, I played that game for hours till I beat it again. I'm not sure if we ever had this conversation, but there's very few games I've actually ever beat in my life. Very few.
Mhm.
Shogo was one of those games I actually beat. It's one of the only few games I actually beat.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, uh, it was rare to beat a game.
Hmm.
Oh,
Again, I mean, can you think of every game that you ever beat? I can name them all, but I know I can get through most of them.
go ahead. I think.
Okay, so yeah, it's like when I think about all the games I was ever able to beat. Like I said, I gotta go all the way back. Let me see. Well, the first that comes to mind, which of course I had to beat this one, was, and this is the only GTA I ever beat, was GTA San Andreas.
Yeah.
GTA San Andreas is the only GTA I've ever beat.
Right.
I love San Andreas. I don't care what anybody says. I still say San Andreas is the greatest GTA game ever made.
Hands
And
down.
yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love 5. 4 I thought I'm glad I didn't buy that one. I didn't really like 4.
Right.
Vice City was cool, but nah, GTA San Andreas was my favorite GTA.
Mhm.
By far, to me, what's the best GTA. Like I said, that's why I said I'm sad that they left for California, because by the time if they ever have a GTA back in California, I'm probably gonna be almost 60, if not 80 years old. So I digress. Because they're gonna have to go back to New York,
Yeah.
and rumor has it they're gonna want to stop in Chicago. I am sad that the next time they have a GTA in California, I'm probably gonna be like right there next to me, right there by my deathbed. So I'm
Uh-huh.
sad.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, GTA San Andreas is the only GTA I've ever beat. No, I didn't technically beat that one. Thanks to my mom. I didn't beat that game thanks to my
How
auntie.
about you say B? Are you talking about like you accomplished everything? You beat
No,
like
no,
all
no,
the
no. I'm not talking about the trophy.
oh
I'm not. Well, I'm not that's a completionist. I'm not a completionist.
okay,
I
okay,
mean,
okay.
beat from beginning
Okay.
to end, the full game, the story mode. You beat it. You actually beat the entire game. Let me see, because even fighting games, I don't think I've. Oh, I mean, fighting games. I would say Mortal Kombat, Armageddon. Actually, I think I beat. I didn't beat with every character, but yeah, fighting games, arcade mode, begin to end. I want to say I beat pretty much all three or maybe two of the Mortal Kombat. I beat Deadly Alliance. I know that. I beat Mortal Kombat Armageddon multiple times.
Uh-huh.
And I forgot I beat one more. Let me see. I'm only saying this by the ones that I beat at the time. I'm not going. I'm like for example, I beat Split Second, but that was current.
Right,
At the time,
right.
I didn't beat it. Technically, I would say 2K, but that's technicality. So that's a technicality. I beat what you call it, WWE. What was it Know Your Role?
Okay, okay.
I was able to beat that one. So and I beat that one numerous. That's one of the few that I beat multiple times. Wow, you're right. It's difficult to remember what I beat.
All right. Kind of like
Um.
that.
Oh yeah. What you call it? Gundam Breaker 3 and Gundam Breaker 4. I beat those. I never beat Sonic. That never happened. Oh, what's it called? Is it called Lost Galaxy? I think it's called. Which is that game is underrated, by the way.
Lost Galaxy.
Yeah, it was like one of the last RPGs for the PS2 before they moved on. And it was big, and I was able to get it, and I beat that one. And that game was really good,
Let me see what that
a
is.
lot better. I mean, I could pull it up. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I said I have it on stream. Like I'll involve people. Don't worry about it. Like I said, if you need me to pull something up, let me do it.
Yeah.
I wish you
Oh.
can do it. It'd be nice.
Yeah, I remember that cover.
All right, hold on.
I
Oh,
never played the game, but
oh yeah,
I
no,
do.
no, no. I definitely. I think I still have it actually.
I'm thinking like I didn't really start really beating games to.
Oh, they brought up Power Rangers. Is it Lost Galaxy? It's not Lost Planet, which I did beat Lost Planet 1. Nope, still
I'm
giving me Power Rangers.
looking at the Galaxy. I really don't like their outfits.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta figure out what is it called. It's Lost Galaxy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Why is it not?
Lost Galaxy PS2.
Yep. That's what I just said. Rogue Galaxy.
Okay, Rogue
It's
Galaxy. Okay.
Rogue Galaxy. Okay, here you go. Yeah, Rogue Galaxy. I knew it was something. Okay, it wasn't Lost Galaxy. That's why it was Rogue Galaxy. Yeah, Rogue Galaxy. Yeah, I played this entire. This game, like I said, this was one of the last games that they released for the plays PS2. Like right when PS2 was going out. And yeah, this game was really good. Like really good. I was able to
Hmm.
beat that. Although I didn't beat the special edition, but that game was good.
Huh.
Yeah, I definitely recommend that game. So I
It's
beat that one. Oh yeah, like I said, Lost Planet, not 2. Like again, that's one. Like I always said, I regret. I regret that we never. I really wish that we actually played that one together. That's one of those games that. Well, it's 2. It's 2. We like that's one of those games which I tell you all the time that I wish that we actually played. I regret that we never got that game. That's the one game that I would because remember we played a demo of 2 and we had a ton of fun.
Yeah.
It's one of the most memorable moments I had playing that game.
Uh-huh.
That's one of the things I will always regret at that time was we never just went ahead and bought the game and played it because I know we would have played it if we would have bought it. That's my one ultimate regret. But anyways, back to games I've actually beaten. Oh yeah, I basically beat all the Metal Gears besides what you call it? The last Metal Gear that came out, which yeah, that one was trash. And Metal Gear was it 5? I think it was 5. The last one that Kojima did. Oh yeah, Metal Gear Survive. I didn't even bother playing that one. That one was trash. But yes, I beat every Metal Gear Solid game, every single one outside of that. Oh, and the last Portable Ops one because they did have another Portable Ops I never beat.
Uh-huh.
I beat all the Metal Gear Solid games, every single one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. What else did I beat? Oh, I beat Tetris back in the day. Shockingly.
Oh wow.
Yep. And I'm talking about the original Tetris. I actually beat that one.
That's crazy.
Yep.
If I first I know that beat a Tetris.
Yep. I actually beat Tetris.
Oh, that's funny.
Right? Man, what else? Trying to think. Yeah, dang. I played a lot of games, but what is that called? What is that stupid? Oh, I beat all the well, I beat back in the day, I beat Mega Man X, I beat Mega Man X4, X5, X6. I never beat 2 or 3 because I never owned 2 or 3. And I never
can't
Huh?
remember. Well, I did beat some. I just can't remember the names of it.
Oh, well you already know that's like my favorite game. So I know everyone I beat.
Yeah.
It was 1 because my mom bought me. I remember Mega Man X. I remember getting that game for the first time,
Mm.
and I'm like, man, I fell in love with it. Oh, that was my game. I mean, I only rented 2 and 3,
Yeah.
but yes, Mega Man X 1, 4, 5, 6. I beat them all. 7, I didn't get a chance to beat. 8, I just didn't even bother. I didn't beat 7. And the command mission, I didn't get far enough. I had to return it because I rented that. Oh, I mean, I think you also agree with this. I mean, 'cause I think we both did. I beat Pokemon.
Oh yeah. I've been like it so many times.
Yep. But okay, here's the question: which ones did you beat?
I mean, I've been red, yellow,
Okay, so I
silver,
beat Red and Blue. I never owned Yellow.
uh,
Oh yeah, keep going.
silver. I never but that yeah, that's the silver eagle.
Yep, I still have my Silver and Gold, and I beat them both.
Yeah. I have Ruby down. My brother has Sapphire.
I didn't have them at all. So
I beat Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
nope, never beat those. I did beat Emerald though. I did play and beat Emerald.
Yeah. I never owned Pokemon Black and White. Never owned it. Even though I've been hearing a lot of praise. I heard, like I said, back then everyone said it sucked, but now everyone says it's the best story in the game. So
well, no, I remember. Well, no. People said the Pokemon sucked, but everybody said the gameplay was great.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember that time. Because that's why a lot of people I remember back then didn't like the game. They said they hated the way the Pokemon looked. But the game itself, no, I've heard so many great things about Black and White.
Yeah. Now, yeah. I never owned it. What was the sixth one?
I think now you're into X and Y.
X and Y, yeah.
Did I beat X and Y? Yeah, I did beat X and Y. Because that's what brought me back into Pokemon because they finally went to 3D. Were you there when we all went out and we all bought 3DS?
No, no, I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a cool period. That was a cool time. Yeah. Okay. Because you were part of that group. But yeah, I don't think you were there that night. Basically, the reason why that happened because it was I think the 3DS at the time was not like $299 or whatever, right? It was like
Oh,
$200.
yeah, something like that.
So we were able to get it. Like I got mine, if I remember right, for a brand new, like basic
Hmm.
release for $101.
Hmm.
And it's all because they screwed up on the pricing. And so a bunch of us, it was Shibidi, he was there, but he had to
Okay.
get his later. But they screwed up on the pricing. So we all were able to get 3DSs for like dirt cheap.
Nice.
Yep. So I got my 3DS for dirt cheap because of that. Yeah, we all went out. It was me and that group at the time, and we all went out because they looked it up. Like we could get it for cheap. I said, "Forget it. Let's go get it." And we went to store, and people were like, it was sold out many places. But then we were able to find one, and everybody was able to get. Everybody got one. I think except for Shibidi because Shibidi I think had to I think he had to save it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think he had to save his money or whatever. But he got his later. But we all got it all at the same time on the same night. That was cool.
That's cool.
That was cool. Yeah, that was cool.
That's real cool. Yeah,
Yep.
that was up.
Yep. And another story when it comes to X and Y. That was another time where I was with the group and were you there when you weren't in line for X and Y, were you? Like you didn't come with us, did you?
No, I got mine late a little bit later down.
Okay, yeah. Because yeah, we got ours on opening night.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I didn't get my long one tonight.
Because again, that brought everybody back. X and Y was the Pokemon game that brought everybody back to Pokemon because it was finally in 3D. Everybody's like, we gotta get it. We gotta get it. It's finally in 3D.
I don't know. Only that I hated it was just too easy, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, the game itself was I mean, I agree. But it doesn't matter because I'll be honest, I didn't have I didn't have much expectation for the game. That's not true because the thing is I took a break from Pokemon.
Yeah,
So I definitely had expectations.
I just had expectations of this one.
Yeah, because that was the first time it's in 3D. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember and the rivals weren't really the rivals. They were all kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, and the rivals are trash. I am not like the rivals. And I would
okay.
just beat on them like all the time.
Yeah.
And then talk about, oh, don't worry. Like, no. Yeah, I hate it. Like, I'll just beat on them. Every time I did, just beat them.
Hey, that the stars for that game didn't have no mega form. I'm like, how the stars the other generations have megas, but not the one in this game?
Oh, didn't they not? No, I don't think Makers came out in X and Y, did it? Yes, it did.
It
Megas
did.
came out in X and Y.
It did, yeah.
And the stars
And
didn't have Megas?
it didn't even have megas. It was
That's
like, wow.
that's crazy. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, because I was just so focused on my Mewtwo's and my Charizards.
Yeah. Oh man.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
And I remember, trying to get some of my Pokemon for older generations to that game.
Oh yeah, that was a pain. Pokemon Bank, man. Pokemon Bank. Although I think they discontinued it. So yeah, so some of my Pokemon
Oh,
I'll
they
probably never see
did it?
again. Yeah, I think they finally
Oh,
shut it down. So yeah,
so everyone lost their Pokemon.
yeah. If you don't have the original game, pretty much.
Oof, I
My
think
understanding.
I
Yeah. Like I said, my great Charizard, and was until I found out it was a girl, which I was upset about. So I remember, I forgot what was the one where you were able to trade. Was it gold and silver, or was it the one after that?
They're the one after, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it had to be gold and silver. 'Cause I didn't have ruby and sapphire.
Well, you was having a trade, but you had like between red and gold and silver.
No, but what's the one where they introduced the sex of the Pokemon? What's it? What's it? Gold and silver?
Oh, and what?
It was gold and silver, right?
Not gold and silver. I don't think that. I think it was fire red and leaf green and all that stuff.
Okay, because I remember I traded up. I forgot which game I traded up. I remember because
Mhm.
I have my Charizard. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I remember I'm like, Charizard's a girl? No. I thought I was a dude this entire time. And I'm like, it's a girl.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep. Man. I'm like, it can't be. No, not my Charizard.
Oh, shit. I
Uh,
was thinking opposite to you could pick a though. Because since it was a new option back then, girl and boy, I wish you if you was transferring them, I wish you was able to pick.
you know, I in a way I have an appreciation for that, especially now that I'm older.
Uh,
Back then I was a kid, so of course. But as an adult, I have an appreciation sometimes of surprises because you don't get that you don't get things like that anymore.
you make an argument. You make a point. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, as an adult, again, as an adult, I have more of an appreciation for it now than
Right,
back
right,
then. Back then, I agree, but now, nah, I appreciate it. It was
right,
cool.
right.
So yeah,
Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's not bad, yeah. Like now that we're older.
exactly. Now that we're older, that's the key thing. We're
uh
older.
I could definitely get that point, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I get Sun and Moon.
Did I
Uh
get Sun? Oh, I did get Sun. No, no, I got the. No, I did get Sun and Moon. It's the one after that. The what's the one after that?
uh well
No, it
I
was
know
the Ruby and Sapphire.
yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
I, I just never beat it.
Yeah, me either. I never beat that one. I never beat that one.
I never
And I
beat
got
that.
both of them too. I got both, and I never beat it.
Okay, okay.
Man, I gotta remember that one year because there was one of those Pokemon games. It wasn't golden, but my mom there was one year my mom got me both, and I was very appreciative about that.
Uh, oh.
Yeah, I forgot which one it was, but I actually appreciate my mom for that.
hmm
No, I think it was red. I think it was red. No, 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 not red and blue. My mom got me blue for like my because that's how I learned about Pokemon. Was
Yeah.
I got for my I think it was either my birthday, my Christmas. It was just there.
Yeah.
I remember that because yeah, like I didn't know what Pokemon was. My mom just got it for me for my birthday or Christmas, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I play. I said, holy crap, this is tight.
That's funny.
Yep. So yeah, I have Ruby and Sapphire. I never beat because that's the one where they went Mega,
Yeah.
and then I don't know why I'm just freaking. I am literally right next to everything. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna show off. So let me see. I mean, I don't know if you can see the screen, but here's all my 3DS games. So let me see.
Oh,
I,
he just had him right next to you?
yeah, literally. That's why I'll just pull them out. So let me see. Haven't beat, haven't beat. Which I like this one. This is the one with. I wish I would have got a second copy of this one. I beat Project X Zone. I haven't beat two. I beat Y. No, I think I beat. Yeah, I beat Y. I haven't beat Sapphire. I beat Smash Brothers. This one is annoying, and
What?
I haven't beat Sun and Moon,
Oh, okay.
and I haven't beat this one. So yeah, there you go. Oh, speaking of
Oh,
games I did beat though, I'm glad I saw that. I did beat Fire. I did beat the first Fire Emblem for the Game Boy,
okay, okay.
which
Nah,
I love Fire Emblem, especially Awakening. Yeah, Awakening did definitely brought the franchise back for sure. So, oh yeah, I don't know. Awakening, I'm literally at the end. I'm just stuck because I didn't train my characters right, so I can't get through it. So I'm like stuck. So yeah, so Wakeland, I'm like literally at the end of the game, and I just can't beat it because everybody's leveled up incorrectly. So I'm having like a super hard time. But I did beat Resident Evil 5. So yeah. So I beat that guy. I just never beat the DLC because we beat it together.
Mm.
Let me think. What else have I beaten so far? I beat Ultimate Spider-Man. Well, yeah, I beat Spider-Man. The one for the PlayStation.
What's Spider Man? The movie
The one
Spider?
for the PlayStation.
There are several, right?
The very first one for the PlayStation.
No, I'm trying to think of the very first one it was. God, I'm thinking about multiple Spider-Man games.
It was the first one on the PlayStation. It was Spider-Man. It's just called Spider-Man. It was the very first one on the PlayStation. And I know you had that game because we talked about it.
For some reason, I'm thinking of a whole bunch
Yeah, no, it's the very first one that came out on the PlayStation that was like, holy crap, that actually got Spider-Man right for the first time. And then, but the only issue is like you couldn't like walk on ground, like you had the web. If you didn't web, he'll just die in like what you call it, in like the fog. Stupid.
yeah, okay. All right, the right one came to my head.
Yeah, very, very first one for the PlayStation.
Yeah, okay.
I beat that. Yeah, I beat that one. That I ain't gonna lie. That I don't think it was the boss. I think it was the boss before you got to Carnage. The what you call it, Octo Carnage. That was difficult.
Yeah.
Because Octo Carnage wasn't that. I don't remember him being that hard. It was. I think it's the one before him. So yeah, so I beat that Spider-Man game. Like I said, I beat Ultimate Spider-Man. I beat Ultimate Alliance. I beat the I forgot what it's called, but I beat the EA. It was the EA Spider-Man fighting game. I beat that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so many games. I'm trying to think.
I remember I had the movies Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 as well.
You mean the games, or because I did? I didn't know that. Was there a Spider-Man 3 for the games?
Yeah.
I thought there was only 1 and 2.
Oh no, okay, it might not be 3, but
Yeah,
I know 1, 2 for sure.
yeah. Because I remember 1 and 2. Like I played them. Because I remember playing 1 and 2, and 2 was definitely better than 1. I remember that because they improved a lot. They improved a lot of things from 1 to 2.
There's like this one part in Spider-Man 1, man. It was like finding some robot or something, and that little was so possible.
Yep. You know what? I don't even remember that, so I'm gonna take your word on it.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember. I only remember the first stage. I remember the whole entire thing where you had to run from the police because they were start shooting at you.
Oh, sure.
I think I remember fighting Scorpion. I remember the Octo Carnage.
Yeah,
that's all I can remember.
Sure. I think I remember fighting Green Goblin. I think he was annoying to defeat.
I don't think Green Goblin was in the first one.
What? Oh, it was in the second one.
Yeah, it probably because I never played the second one.
Okay.
I only played the first one. Yeah, I don't remember Green Goblin being the first one at all.
Maybe. Oh man, it's been a long time about those games.
I know.
Oh man, it's been too long. Jeez, man.
I know. Try and think.
You don't go back to play the game.
Mm-hmm. All those kind of rough right now because playing some of those old games with how you play now, going back to some of those old games because I've already done it before, it gets kind of rough.
Yeah, I beat an Ultimate Spider-Man. Know that.
Yeah, and that one, honestly, that one wasn't that good. Like the beginning was cool, but it fell out. It fell apart at the end.
It felt too short too.
Yeah, that was a big thing. It felt too short. Yeah, I agree. You're right. That was a big thing. I think. Well, no, I think it was. I think I did beat on the Spider-Man the movie too. Because I think that one was short too. I remember I played one in the movies one, and that thing was super short.
I think it's the first. I got the second one. I remember that was actually pretty long.
Okay, so then yeah, what's the first one? Okay, cool. Because yeah, 'cause I remember I played that one, so I did beat one of this. I must have beat one, because yeah, 'cause I remember I went from that one, and then right after that I saw Ultimate Spider-Man. I played that one.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
remember renting two because my cousin had two. I played at his house. I also rented it, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But one was the only one I think I rented and beat.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So there's those. Okay, I'm trying to think. What else? What else? What else did I play that I never I beat? I'm trying to think. Oh, what's it called? What's it called? Was it Spider-Man or Venom, or maybe Venom and Spider-Man? Separation Anxiety. I beat that one.
I think I had that one.
Oh man, that game
Oh,
was so.
what?
People today talk crap about those old beat 'em ups. Heck no, man. I love that old beat 'em up.
No, no, no. I'm saying, what was it called?
Is he a Spider-Man, or I mean, I don't care. I call it Spider-Man Venom Separation Anxiety. Because it may be the other way, maybe Venom and Spider-Man, but forget it. Spider-Man Venom Separation Anxiety. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If you ever upgrade your system, I would love it so you can actually look up stuff. Shoot, because if having to build and having to type things in, yeah, it's a pain in the butt. First off, I want to sit there and say, especially with the new one, I have a love and appreciation, and I want to shout out Cyber Sleuth, the newest one that came out for the PS5, because finally, Digimon actually has a chance to actually become a big deal and overtake Pokemon for the first time. Man, I've heard a lot of people complain about modern day Digimon. Well, it's just Digimon. I mean, it's just Pokemon is old, and they don't evolve.
Like I said, I always tell people it does not make sense when we look at the 3D Pokemon.
Mm.
Yeah, Pokemon Coliseum, for instance, is a better experience of battling Pokemon 3D than the newer games.
Yeah.
And Pokemon Stadium, the Pokemon has character. They have an announcer that kind of hypes up the battle, and
Oh, I forgot about Pokemon Sam. You're right. Pokemon Sam was. I couldn't play when I went over to other people's houses. Like I had to go over your house to play it, but yeah, I never played it. I never owned it, I should say.
I had 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I remember it, because yeah, I used to go over your house and play.
and like I said, Pokemon Stadium, they had mini games that you could play, and even though they didn't have like the open world like today,
Yeah.
but the activities, it just seems better than what we have today. And the balance experience seems better. And Pokemon Stadium than what they had today. So it is today. This feels very flat. The gimmicks they suck.
Yep. Again, the last one that was actually really good was Mega Evolution.
Yeah.
Everything else kind of like BS. The gigantic forms kind of dawned to me like, yeah, the last great thing that they ever did was Mega Evolution.
So everything else felt cheap.
Yeah.
I said, Sun and Moon, they had like the Z moves.
That was so dumb and corny. That was so corny.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was so corny.
And just get everyone out to the cheap pretty much.
Yeah. I hate the funny thing, I never used C moves. They were just too corny.
Yeah. And then they had the worst one is Dynamax to me.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Really? Yeah, somehow these Pokemon mysteriously turned gigantic, and you had Kaidu battles.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb.
No.
And then Arceus, which I heard everybody was like it was cool, but it just didn't put enough in there, so it was like a bare bones.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get to, and then they finally released Z, and the Z was the game that killed it.
Yeah, Z was. I see gameplay of Z, man. This was. Woo!
Yeah. And
Ranch.
you only one city the entire time. Yeah, they kind of killed Pokemon at that point. But anyways, I mean, trying to throw me off. I don't care if you like Pokemon more better than Digimon. Forget that.
Right. I never says that.
I am very happy that finally the new Cyber Sleuth. Again, I haven't played. I really want to play it. But I heard so many good things. But man, people love that game. And like I said, as long as Digimon doesn't screw up and they take advantage of the situation, Digimon might have and actually have a chance to actually be a dominant franchise for once.
Right.
They actually had the opportunity. Now, will it work? Don't know. But the door is open. Anyways, with that being said, the only Digimon game I ever beat, I think I beat a couple of them, but no, I didn't. I haven't beat any of them except for one, and that was Cyber Sleuth. I
Okay.
technically beat the first one, but then the game froze at the end.
Oh.
So I beat the boss at the very end with Piximon, because back the first one they didn't have Mega, they only had Ultimates, and I got Piximon.
Uh-huh.
And I went over and I beat the boss with Piximon, and then the game froze.
Yeah.
So I never got to see the end.
So.
Yep. But yeah, but Cyber Sleuth is the only. I played plenty of Digimon games, but Cyber Sleuth is the only other. Oh no, and Digimon Story. I also beat Digimon Story. I got to play it again to get the perfect ending. I think I played 2 more times to get the perfect ending.
Mm-hmm.
But I already played it once, and it was cool. I mean, it was cool. I mean, it definitely took more of a dark tone.
Uh-huh.
I wish they put a lot more gameplay in. And when it comes to Digimon Story, I wish they would have added a lot more gameplay.
Right.
I feel like it was too much story. But again, it's basically it's called Digimon Story for a reason.
Right.
But I did kind of like how dark it was. It was actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. I actually did like Digimon Story. You know, I just wish there was a lot more to the game.
You said 2D?
Huh?
You said 2D?
No, it is a what's it called? I think it's considered a 2.5D game.
Okay.
But it's basically a visual novel. It's mainly what it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, it has a tactics game. It's just that I just wish there was a lot more they could, because I mean, again, they focused on the story, and the story was great. I mean, the story I wouldn't say it's great, but it was really good. I did like the story, and the great part about the game is that yes, characters actually died.
Yeah.
Digimon survived, yes, because people do die in this game.
Yeah.
Freaking love that. I'm like, oh wow, this is an actual. I mean, it's not as extreme as what you think. I mean, it's definitely for more of a mature. I mean, not I would say mature, but I should say an older audience. Like, you know, I don't think I want to give it. I don't think little, especially this era, but I don't think like kids would be like, yeah, it may be a little too complex for kids. So I would say maybe older, maybe teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say that, but no, Digimon Story was actually really good. I definitely like Digimon Story.
Okay.
And Digimon Cyber Sleuth, again, that I like Cyber Sleuth for what it was. I am playing the second one, I just haven't beat it yet. I just wish the second one, I wish it was so linear. That's the issue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's really too linear, but nah. And I wish they added a lot more Digimon. Oh, and I gotta do my Gundam Breaker 4 initial thoughts. I will be doing. I say it every year. I will finally get it done this year for sure. Because I'm sorry for never getting that out on time. I want to apologize to everybody who came on and learned me from Gundam Breaker. I want to apologize to all you for never getting that done. And I apologize for getting away from Gundam content too. 'Cause I know a lot of y'all be looking for me for my Gundam content. So
Mhm.
you know, I gotta make that up to y'all. So I want to apologize to you for that. But I'm just happy that Digimon finally has a chance to actually become a great gaming franchise. I just don't know if they're going to take advantage of it or not.
Uh, yeah.
Yep.
So what made it big? It wasn't the video game, but it was the merchandise and the card game.
Well, of course.
And I think, like I said, if Digimon locks in on the video game, but also don't mess up with the merchandise, I think it might have a chance. Because like I said, Pokemon real stagnant right now.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why I mean, kind of moving topics. I mean, I still got to go back, but what you call it? I actually, I mean, if you could look this up, I'll appreciate it. But what is that? What is that game called? Oh my, what is it called? Oh, what is it called? Oh, what is it called? Because they're in a court case with it.
Oh,
Palword.
yeah.
Palworld. And like I said, if you could look this up, I'll appreciate it. But yeah, right now, Pokemon was in a lawsuit with them right now. They're suing them, which I'm kind of happy because for what was just recently announced that basically Pokemon lost the copyright. I think what is it for the catching mechanic. And I think they also lost the copyright for the writing mechanic. I think they lost both of those copyrights if I remember right.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta read the articles. The AI says that the tenant lost a patent lawsuit against Pocket Peer, or Pal World.
What was the patent that they lost?
First of all, patent infringement related to gameplay mechanics, but it is.
Yeah. I need to know what gameplay mechanics that they lost.
Yeah,
That's the important thing. So I want to make sure I'm getting it. I want to make sure I'm getting it right.
Just still able to capture monsters with the object.
Yeah, but I think the pattern what it says is that they could go back to using spears now because Pokemon had that pattern of they could use the spears, and from my understanding, they lost that pattern.
You said spears. What do you mean by spears?
Pokeballs. They're spears.
No. So yeah. There's they could throw items to capture Pokemon monsters.
Yeah.
They lost that battle.
Pokemon lost that battle. Yeah, for the capture mechanic. Yeah. And they lost the written battle too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the real-time aiming and the capture interaction.
Okay, good.
And the creature-based combat system.
Okay. See, I got a smile on my face. That's good things.
Yep. That's because it already existed before Pokemon was around.
Yep. Because that was the argument I heard about the ride mechanic. Because they said the ride mechanic came back from like it started from like a game like the 80s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they weren't the first one to do it. Yeah, see, I'm happy with that.
I mean, I think it's when it comes to game mechanics, I think it should be illegal to own anyway.
So this is how I feel about it. If you're the first one to create it, no, I think you should be allowed to own it. I just think that like you can't, because if it's like a standard mechanic, then yeah, I think everybody had the freedom to use it. You just may have to give them you just have to give the people who design the mechanic a cut.
Yeah.
Like that's fine. But yeah, because some things I think it just gets to the point where it's just too much of like a standard that you kind of gotta somehow erode that copyright. Like a writing mechanic, that is too standard with too many games.
Right.
That you shouldn't be able to copyright because it's just a standard. Like if you're the first one to do it, then that's fine. But I think there should be a thing, and again, I don't know nothing about copyright law, where basically it's a standard mechanic. So no, you can't tell people that they can't use it or you can't ban it, but you can maybe if you create it, they may have to pay you like a small percentage.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Something they're just standard and you shouldn't be able to copyright. So yeah, no, I'm actually very, very happy. Very, very happy that Pokemon lost this case. Well, at least
Yeah,
lost. I don't think they lost the case yet, but I'm so happy they lost their patents because I remember when I first heard the story, and I think they said that Pokemon had the patent. They gave them the patent to the ride mechanic. I'm like, how dumb does our copyright system have to be to give almost any game that kind of patent? That was dumb.
right.
That didn't make any sense to me. So I'm happy that they did that and they struck all that crap down. That is a good thing. I'm very, very happy about that. Very, very happy.
Yeah, me too, man. True. Like I said, they've been wilding out lately.
Oh yeah. Pokemon's been losing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I've heard they were doing some crazy lawsuits and stuff of things that doesn't make no sense. So I'm happy that they took this L. This is a great thing.
Especially when they attack YouTubers just for playing their game.
Yep.
I'm like,
I remember that.
yeah, I'm like,
And then if you want to play the games online, you got to pay them a subscription.
yeah, all that nonsense.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm like, bro, this is free advertisement.
Yep.
You have people all types from rookie to professional levels playing your game.
Yep.
And broadcasting it for the world for free.
Yep.
I said the only thing Nintendo gotta do is pay for is the game trailer.
Yep.
The gameplay, they don't really have to pay for gameplay because there's people gonna play it.
Yep.
What you doing?
I mean, heck, on my YouTube channel, I put my gameplay out there all the time.
Yeah, it's free advertising for the company.
Yep.
What are you doing? And then, or like I said, they try to go out their mod communities for games that's 20 years old.
Yeah. Or it's not even being sold anymore.
Yeah, it's not being sold. The game is
you have no way to get it. It's too old.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. Like if you really care, then you need to bring it back.
Right.
That's why I'm so big on ownership because the rumor has it they're saying that the next, I mean, I think we talked about this before, but the next PlayStation isn't going to have a disc.
Yeah.
Which at that point, I think I'm pretty much done.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I want to move into PC gaming and be done.
Because, like I said, man, when you get to a point where, you can't even download the game to your hard drive.
Like, no. You could download the game to your hard drive. You just won't own it anymore.
That. It's just when it gets to that point, man, it's like, nah, I'm good.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I said, like, yes. I mean, if it wasn't so freaking expensive, I am pretty much ready to move into PC gaming.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been editing this one for a while. And I didn't realize I still had probably almost maybe another 3 hours left. Maybe less than that. And due to that, I decided to go ahead and stop it here and bring out maybe, I don't know what I'm going to call this, a chapter or another episode of this from this live stream, which got turned into a podcast episode. So you will be getting another one of these. But if you want to see the full live stream, go ahead and check out my live streams over there on YouTube. And you can see the entire thing unedited. But this one, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. But I will definitely be back with another episode, if not next week or the week after from this live stream. And my goal is hopefully to complete it when it comes out. So with that being said, I want to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for checking out this episode live stream podcast. If you're able to check it out whether live or you're listening to it here. I got some more work to do on here, but once again, I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, make sure to catch my live streams every Wednesday between 11 and 4. Sometimes I end early, sometimes I may start late, but it's always usually going to be between 11 and 4. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.